Thanks very much, Hamza, for the video. Now would be a Q&A. Would you like to comment a bit on the video first, maybe?
Good morning, all. I don't know the problem of the sound, maybe from the YouTube policies or because I mix a music with a lot of sounds from the village, maybe this. It's about maybe copyright for the music. Anyway, this video show the process of how we make hemp milk from the seed of hemp that grow in our land. And yeah, and there is a little story I want to tell you about before any question. That the story of the seed. Okay, this seed now in the law that the government will authorize or legalize cannabis or hemp or hashish, they will bring us a seed. This seed is totally industrial seed. They play with its genetic to a purpose, just to make from it a medicine. And our seed have this medicine also, but it's original and it's organic, and it's like have the all nutrients in it, so it's not industrial. And this industrial seed will destroy the soil. And yeah, this is what I want to say before we begin the questions.
Thanks, everybody. So you can take the microphone or also write questions in the chat. Maybe one question from my side to start. I read that from all the milk replacements that there are, that hemp milk is kind of one of the most healthy ones. And it's also coming closest to milk as such, closer than, for example, soy milk, and for all the things you can do with it.
Yeah, first, can you hear me well? Is my sound is good, clear?
You're very clear and loud, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, it's very healthy. It's a superfood. I make an chemical analysis in the Industrial Research Institute in Beirut, and all the results are showing that the hemp milk is superfood. And I put it in the last scene in the video. It show its nutrients. So in one meal you can get your 70% of protein you need, and it's very rich in amino acids. The protein in it more than the steak of the meat. And you can take amino acids, omega-3, omega-6, calcium, phosphor, potassium, magnesium in high ratios, and vitamin E, and as I said, omega-6, omega-3, and it's all approved by the laboratory. So it's a superfood. Imagine you can, from this seed only, you can take the whole nutrients that I mentioned. That's very necessary for our life. In our daily life, all the food that we consume, it's chemical, toxic, and genetic. They make play with the genes of this food for mass production, and at the end we eat food but without nutrients. So this milk will give you all the nutrients that you need. You will not go to the pharmacy and say like, please give me magnesium, or give me iron, or give me phosphor. And yeah, it's a superfood.
Wow, that's cool. Even with a proper analysis from a laboratory, that's really great. So, maybe also the comment you made before about the problematics of the industrial hemp seeds. Can you say a few things more about it? How it destroys the ground?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
You said that it's the industrial hemp seeds are problematic.
Yeah.
In what way do they destroy the ground, and what is the change?
Okay, if you there is big companies that try to own all the seeds, and these seeds are industrial. So if you bring the seed to the land, it needs very specific conditions, and in this way, if you put it in the land, because they make this industry a circle industry about this seed. Yani, this seed needs in the future fertilizers, and these fertilizers will harm the and pesticides, chemical pesticides will harm the soil. So if you bring the industrial seed, you will bring the industry with it, all the industry of this company. So it's like cancer. And in our valley and in our land, by time, imagine that there is a lot of fields they planted with wheat, but the industrial wheat, not for humans, it's for the cows and for animal use. So in this way, they destroy the soil, and they are not planting or not farming sustainable food that the land from the history is like they planted organic seeds to have this sustainable way of living, because the organic seed, it protect itself for all conditions, because it's from it's organic. So it didn't need any pesticides, didn't need any chemicals, any medicines, anything. It's like the old way of growing crops, not in a mass production way. So yeah, this is a problem. How to face this problem is like to just plant our own seed without going to industry, because our own seed, it's have the full nutrition label, and it give us a plant that give us all the it's this seed. It's one of the only resources in earth that feed you and clothe you and house you and heal you and a lot of things. So it's very sustainable. It's very, very important to keep our seed and to keep the organic seed, not only for him but for the all vegetables and fruits, and that we all the plants. Not to go in an industrial stupid way, just keep it organic like before, and not to make mass production. So everyone has his own things, and it's like it's very easy, it's very simple equation.
Yeah, thanks. Is it also coming from Monsanto or some other industries, the seed?
I think Monsanto is the biggest company. I hear about it. I don't know more, but for me, every company, everything that play with its genetic, it become not real for any reason. So everything go to industry in a toxic way. It's not useful anymore. It's a mass production. It's a profit, a toxic profit for these big companies and for those who work in this, and in a stupid way that destroy the progress of the earth and progress of the people.
Thanks a lot. I guess, Ahmed, you wanted to say something, so just take the mic and speak if you want. You should already be, you already have the mic, so maybe there is a sound problem because we do not hear you.
Okay, I can add something.
So Ahmed is writing a question to the chat. I'm reading now the question. I was saying I don't know whether Hamza gave a background yesterday on the cultural and socio-economic specificity of the Bika Valley. And I would like to hear his opinion about how this could bring change to that and how it could improve the life of the people there.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm reading the question now. Yeah. Yesterday, yes, I say something about the background and background of the culture and socio-economic specificity of the Bika Valley and my village. And yeah, I was saying that those people are looking for an alternative thing about the hemp, and that's what I was working on in the village from 3 and 4 years. You can deal with this by making knowledge accessible to them, to know what to make with our resources. You can the change is not it's not hard at all. It's only need new ways and new windows for knowledge to make them develop their own resources and go on in this industry, about hemp industry I am talking about here. So and to know, and it's very important to know the mentality that works for, because I am from this background and I know this background, and you need to know how to talk with their minds, And yeah, by offering the knowledge, by making knowledge open for all to know that this plant, when you cut it and you take from it hashish, you can't burn it, because they burn it before, just to make themselves safe, and because it's illegal. So in this way, when they begin to know that this plant can give us a lot of products, they begin to talk in a way that the law is not good for him, because it's like it make a big company come to their lands and take their lands, like what they make in the law of tobacco in Lebanon. They make them as slaves for the big company. So they farm their land for 1 year, and at the end of this year, they take the tobacco and they give them the tobacco to the company, and the company gives them like 0.1% from the whole profit they make before, by factoring this after that. So when the people know that they can do it, they can make their own factories. Yani, I have in 2 or 3 villages, like between 20 and 30 youth, like girls and boys. They know now how to make hemp milk, they know how to make fibers, and how to make paper, and how to make blocks to build their houses after, and they begin to convince to find it easy. And it's easy to make everyone his own business, to plant his own land without any company, without anything. So the background here, it's very important that for my people there, they have land, they have water, and we have seeds. But before, they don't know, or the system make them don't know how to progress without needing any system, without needing any company, without needing any stupid law. So I think by knowledge and making knowledge open for all, to know what to make with our own resources is very important thing, because the way of thinking will change by time, because they have all the resources.
Okay, so there is more than a comment from Ahmed. Thank you, Hamza. I have had an interest in this project for some years, and I wanted to make sure our colleagues here got the good understanding. Good luck. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting point that you hit here about the legal aspect of it, and the legal aspect of the hemp business at all. And I guess it's in a way also related to a global view on and the global war on drugs, and the global view on the hemp plant. And do you have some comments maybe how this is changing?
As a global wise,
as a local one, or as a global one?
Yeah, in the last 5 years, I hear and I read a lot of articles about going green, and because of our planet and our going forward the sustainable system, because the system that we are living now is a toxic system that it's not going for regeneration. So I am very optimistic, because all the people, they now become to have the knowledge of this plant, and it's so simple. Like from this seed, you can build, you can clothe yourself, you can feed yourself. It's a sustainable. It's a very clean, sustainable resource. And I think all the world now, after the this coronavirus, or the shutdown of the global, will make the people be more interested in a clean world after that. And this plant will help a lot, because this plant in the morning, this plant eat toxics from the environment, and it will help a lot to refresh the planet. So worldwide now, I am hearing that a lot of states in USA, they're legalizing it, in other countries, and they are going to legalize this. But the point is, if the laws of legalization will make the people that they have lands more poor and more slaves for the big companies, it will not help all the planet, not only in my village, or on a far village there, or in a country there. No, I am talking about, like, if the people have the knowledge, they will make the law. And in a local way, or in a global way. So legalization is very important, because we are living in a world that used for decades to unlegalize hemp and hashish and marijuana, and because there is a big companies of chemical industries that make this law and make lobbying. So you can make lobbying on all the governments and on all the system, locally and worldwide, if you give the people, not the government. If you give the people the knowledge, and you offer the knowledge to the people to make whatever they want, and in this way, globally, and it will help. Because the people, if they know, they will begin to make the things, and begin to think in another way, that they can do the things alone, and in small communities, and not in a capitalistic way, that capitalistic toxic way, that they will make big company to get more profits, and the people that they have land, small lands, they will destroy, and they will be slaves for the consumptional bigger system. Consumptional toxic system, which is not a regenerative system.
Thank you. Are there some more questions? I guess there are more questions coming in, but I have another one, maybe until this one appears in the chat. So in the video, we can clearly see how you create this milk, all the processes with the grinder, and then afterwards also with, I guess, pressing it through a towel or something to really get get only some parts of this and as a kind of filtering? And do you want to say some things about the process?
The process is so simple, so easy. You need seeds. And these seeds come from the plant. When the plant get ready to harvest, they harvest the plant. They begin to hit the plant to all the stuff come from the steams, and with this stuff, the seeds. We clean the seeds, and it's
You were not.
I guess we currently lost Hamza. Most probably there was an electricity cut. Let's wait for some minutes and hope this will be solved quickly. Okay, so this is Matthias again. Unfortunately, it seems to be a bit a longer power cut and a bit a sustainable problem. And most probably Hamza is not coming back anytime soon. So I'm suggesting to end the conference here. There will be a next event tomorrow at the same time with the next process that one can get. Okay, so this is Matthias again. That one can get out of this hemp plants.